Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, grade 8 students. Welcome back to last lesson, lesson 4, in our unit structure of matter. This lesson is about properties of compounds. Properties of compounds. Now, all of you should know that the properties of compounds are different than its element. Know the meaning of electrolysis. We all know what is the meaning of a compound, molecule, and now the new word for this lesson is electrolysis. Combining elements. There are many different materials in the world, but only around 100 elements. These elements can be combined in many different ways to make thousands of compounds. So we have around 100 elements. Some compounds exist as molecules. So water is made of hydrogen and oxygen. What is the formula of water? Of course, water, we have here two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom. So it would be H2O. What is the formula of carbon dioxide? We have one carbon atom and here two oxygen atoms. So it will be CO2. Now, when two or more elements react in a chemical reaction like hydrogen and oxygen, this is a chemical reaction. The atoms do not just mix together, they become joined to one another to make compounds. They join together to make a new compound. As you can see here, we have hydrogen molecule and oxygen molecule. They combine together to form a new compound called H2O. H2O is water. So the properties of compounds are usually very different from the properties of elements they contain. For example, hydrogen and oxygen are both gases at room temperature, but water is liquid. When we burn magnesium in air, it forms a white powder of magnesium oxide. So magnesium reacts with oxygen to produce magnesium oxide when it is heated in air. Magnesium is a solid, oxygen is gas. Magnesium oxide is a totally different in its properties than magnesium and oxygen elements. Now what about electrolysis? What is the meaning of electrolysis? Electrolysis is the process of using an electrical current to separate water into hydrogen and oxygen gas. So we have it at the beginning, we have H2O. By using electricity, we're going to separate it into its element component, which is hydrogen and oxygen. So in the chemical reaction in the last slide, we combine hydrogen and oxygen to form a new compound called water. In electrolysis, we reverse this reaction. We will reverse it to turn water compound into its element, hydrogen and oxygen. The electrical charge that is applied to water will break the chemical bond between the hydrogen and oxygen bonds. Will break the chemical bond between the hydrogen and oxygen atoms. This is our workout. It's like a question to know the difference between the element and the compound. Write the elements in the above reaction. Sodium. What is the symbol for sodium? In the above reaction, write the elements. What are the elements here? We have sodium, chlorine, and sodium chloride. What are the elements? The elements, we have sodium and we have chlorine. So you're gonna write sodium and chlorine. What is the compound? In the above reaction, we have only one compound, which is sodium chloride directly. Sodium chloride. Only one compound, sodium chloride. Why does sodium chloride have different properties than sodium and chlorine? As you can see, sodium is a solid state. Chlorine here, it's like it should be gas state, in a gas state. And sodium chloride is a solid also. Solid. So, because properties of compounds are usually very different from the properties of elements they contain. Write the symbols for sodium. Sodium symbol is N capital, A small. Chlorine, C capital, L small. Sodium chloride, NaCl. What is the common name for sodium chloride? Sodium chloride is very famous because we use it every day. It's table salt. It's table salt. Thank you everyone. I hope you understood this lesson. Study hard and be prepared for your homework. Thank you.